So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and Toastmasters, for our next episode in Mind Academy Toastmasters Club's Leaders Corner. The last episode, we listened to our Vice President Education elect, Madam Toastmaster Meera Ma'am. It was all about style, ease, grace, wizardry with words. She kept the show in a perfect voice, isn't she? Now, today, who we are going to see? If she was style and class, this leader is all about energy and passion. He is very close to me as well. Yes, a very special person to me. Now, let's all tune into today's episode with Mind Academy Toastmasters Club Leaders Corner. Let's get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, we are back with Mind Academy Toastmasters Club's Leaders Corner, Episode 2, with founder director of Mind Academy and club sponsor of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club, Sri Murli Krishnan sir. Welcome to the session, sir.
Thank you, Bala.
Pleasure always to talk to you.
My pleasure.
Sir, to start with, generally people have many means and ways to develop themselves. What inspired you to be in this Toastmastering platform? I always had this intriguing factor to ask this question to you.
Thank you, Bala, for that question. Actually, what inspired me to be in this platform? Before that, let me tell you what made me land here in this great platform called Toastmasters. It was way back in 2007 when I moved to Saudi Arabia. And, we had mixed feelings when you come to this place, whether how about your, life beyond your profession? Is there anything that you can get socialized and things like that? Finally, I landed here in 2007 June, and I had my friend Toastmaster Biju at that point of time here in Saudi Arabia, and he took me to Periyar Toastmasters Club, and that's for the first time I've heard this word Toastmasters, not before that. I went there purely thinking that, it's kind of a club atmosphere where you can get along with people, you can network with people, and you'll have some fun and things like that. But then it turned out to be a totally different affair. It turned out to be more into education, more into communication and things like that. First meeting, generally people come and say in the first meeting itself that they liked it so much and all, but that was not the case with me, because I expected something else and that didn't happen there. So, but then again, for the 2 weeks later, Biju again pushed me, and then I am there again. Slowly, I started, getting in touch with different people. So my networking started, increasing, and that became a good, time passing factor for me every 2 weeks, and that is when I really started getting into this Toastmaster zone. But then in between, I was also taking minor assignments, small projects and all. But then it's about the camaraderie that we had in that club, Periyar, that, brought me back again and again to this grand platform. It went like this for almost 5-6 months. I was just there only for socializing and getting into, networking with people, but then parallelly doing this minor assignments as well. But then down the line, I felt that this is actually helping me a lot in terms of, communication, in terms of leadership, in terms of executing things, even though it was minor activities like, being sergeant at arms, helping people. And I always used to connect those activities with, when we were back home, when we had like, functions like marriage and all, where we all cousins used to meet together and get things done. It took me to those kind of memories, and that made me involved more into the process. And down the line, I find that I'm also getting transformed into a better leader, into a better communicator. And that became an inspiration. And on top of it, the camaraderie that we have, the fellowship that we had in the club really helped me to continue ahead with that journey. And after probably 7 or 8 months, there was no looking back. It was like a kind of, addiction like going to gym or something like that. It was a kind of addiction for me to go back to every meeting, and then the rest is history. So that was the kind of, me getting into the shoes of a Toastmaster and finding my own way. And looking back, I really feel that probably joining Toastmasters or Periyar Toastmasters Club was the best decision that I've ever taken in my life. Whoever I am today, I owe it a lot to Periyar Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters International in general. So that's all about the inspiration part, Bala.
Ladies and gentlemen, if a decade has to be compressed in a couple of minutes, well, that's it for you. So wonderfully compiled message, sir. Indeed, an inspiring one, and a lot to learn and take back for all of us, because most of the budding Toastmasters, including me, at times have felt, okay, is it getting bored? You might remember well, sir, like, somewhere in mid-October or November, we had this Moments of Truth session, because many, at least I felt there was a drop in the energy. But you said a very apt analogy where you connected gym, because gym is useful for people who hit it regularly. Because generally what happens, people go for 2-3 days for gym and feel that, like, you'll have six-pack abs. Like, I have a big pot belly. So I can very well understand, sir. Like, it is a process and you have to be part of that process. And I have seen you so passionately involved in being it an quiz master at various forums, or be it like, any leadership aspect which you take, you are committed. Now, when it comes to commitment, sir, when commitment and leadership are both taken into parallels, at times there is a feel like, when you are in this kind of a sector, what drives you as a leader? Yeah, of course, like, there is a kind of development angle to it, but if you bring in a leadership angle to it, there will be a lot of challenges. But what drives you as a leader?
It's all about your involvement and passion, Bala. As you rightly put in your question itself, it's about the process, how involved you are in the process. If you're passionate about your involvement, and that passion can drive you forward. And then in Toastmasters, there is one good thing which I've always seen is, like, is the positive ambience, the positive atmosphere that it gives to any member in the club. Be it an Exicom member or be it just a normal member, the ambience that it gives to all of us it's tremendous, and that can really drive it. And then when your involvement, be in the leadership or in community, when your involvement starts giving you results, that is again a motivation for you. And when that comes in, automatically commitment comes. And that is why, Toastmasters International itself, they call it where leaders are made. Because the ambience, the atmosphere is created in such a way that everybody helps each other. There is no teacher in this platform, Toastmasters International. There is no teacher to teach you the different things. But it's all about getting involved in the process and doing things. And by doing so, you move forward, you learn and you grow. And you grow together. Be it a president of a club or area director or division director or a normal member. Everybody grows. And they grow in a very positive way. And this, like, for example, we always feel that, there's a saying that public speaking is something, which people don't want to do. And generally, if you ask people, they say that, why you joined, they joined to, come out of the fear of public speaking. But here, the one positive, even if you fail on the stage, delivering your speech, people are there to cheer you up and bring you back. And when you and the ambience that is created, you feel you're at home. And I think irrespective of the name of the club, every club provides this positive ambience. And every club ensures that a member don't fail. Or even if they fail, they make them feel that you're not a failure. And probably that is one reason why Toastmasters has flourished in such a large way, such a big way, all around the world. And I hope that, if this platform can be applied in our daily lives, between friends, between, colleagues, I think the whole world will be a different, place altogether. So it's all about the ambience that it gives to all of us. And on top of it, when you are passionate, when you see results coming down the line, when you feel that you are able to inspire other leaders, when you're able to see that you are creating other leaders, that is when that happens. And that is nothing but the passion that is generated within yourself from this great platform called Toastmasters International.
That's indeed wonderful, sir. Wonderful compilation of how a leadership angle to be perceived. And when you were telling about the different dimensions this forum can bring in, it reminded me of this one key takeaway message of our ambassador for Saudi Arabia from India, Dr. Asif Saeed sir. He said, confidence is something which everyone can be rest assured. As you rightly said, a year back, if somebody asked, would I have been a confident speaker, my answer would have been, That is how probably I would have answered. But this forum has brought in a lot of confidence because, as you rightly said, there is a great camaraderie which brings in through the process. But this is a personal question, sir. This is a personal question. I have always seen you working from dawn to dusk. Have you ever felt that, okay, today I'm tired, so let me take a break from this whole process? Have you ever faced such kind of moments in your process or progress, sir?
To be frank with you, Bala, yes, I have faced those moments as well.
Okay.
That I need a break.
Because I was always seeing you going on the run in somehow or the other, some division, some area, some club, if not for some other activity, some mentoring. So the process, I have seen you going through it. But so I always wanted to ask this question: have you ever taken, have you ever felt is this getting too much onto me? So that was a personal question.
At times we feel that, Bala, we feel that sometimes it's getting too much onto me. But other side, many times what happens is when we have mega events like contests and conferences and all, it exactly this is what happens. After a couple of days or a week, you feel like it's getting too much onto me. But then when you are there, you have to get it done, and your passion drives you forward. But then what happens once that is done? You feel like a big vacuum.
Understand.
Okay. Then and if you really compare, I can take the other side of it. Being in the process, I can take it. But on the vacuum end, that is something which is more challenging for me. So even because I feel like there is nothing much to add, either to the people around me or to me. And if there is nothing much to add, I don't consider it as you are just living, but you are not having a life. So even though it is, at times, physically, mentally, you feel that. But I think the process of those challenges, what makes you travel from version 1 to version 2 and version 2 to version 3. So as long as you feel that, I feel that you're growing. Because, when you're in your comfort zone, the kind of feeling that you said won't come to you because you're in your comfort zone. But when that feeling comes to you, that means you are trying to cross your comfort zone. You're trying to come out of your comfort zone. That means you are learning something. That means you're growing, you're transforming. So I think that's a good feeling. And if you take it that way, that will be really nice for all of us to grow. But yes, I do feel that, sometimes it's too much. Then yes, it's life. You need to take a break and then move on. That's it.
Great, sir. I got my message when you said it's like just living and having a life. That is a very simple sentence, but if you look patiently inside those minimal words, there is a great message. Wonderful, sir. Now, as a club sponsor, I think the Toastmaster Biju sir you were talking about is our club sponsor, right, sir? The one who introduced you to...
No, Bala, it's not our sponsor, Toastmaster Biju sir.
Okay.
There was one Mr. Biju P, Toastmaster Biju Puthanvetal. He is now in Bahrain. Okay. Actually, he was the first Vice VP membership for Periyar Toastmasters Club.
Okay, wonderful, sir.
And I know him for, right from my school days. So I know him for a quite long time. So when I first came to Saudi Arabia, I was only knowing two people, from India. One is Toastmaster Biju, and other is the past president of AMS, Mr. Sudhir.
Okay.
These were the two guys who I knew even before I reached this place. So they were here, and I was so fortunate that they took me to associations like Periyar and even AMS. And I consider those two associations or those two organizations are the ones which really made me who I am today.
indeed, we are also thankful to Toastmaster Biju sir, because that has indeed created a chain reaction. Like, it has even lasted till, like, I can say, the next set of individuals, I would say. And also, we are also indebted ever for Periyar Toastmasters Club for the support which they have brought in for Mind Academy Toastmasters Club from the beginning. As a nascent stage, they supported us in all the walks. Now, as a club sponsor, getting into the second year, how are you envisaging for the Mind Academy Toastmasters Club? What is the areas which we should be looking in, sir? What is that you are envisaging for the team, Mind Academy Toastmasters Club?
That's indeed a great question, Bala. See, any program, like be it Toastmasters or any program, after some time, it will be monotonous. And you feel like it's the same thing that we are doing, speaking on different subjects. Yes, you can speak on variety subjects, but again, all said and done, it's all about the same thing going in and out, day in and day out. But we still can do things in a different way, in a way that brings freshness to all the people. And probably that is one thing that can make Mind Academy move in a different way in its second year. Of course, first year, you and your team have done a great job. On the first year of its inception itself, two of our members, yourself as well as Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain Warrior, reaching district finals, SATAC finals, is indeed a great task. Hats off to you, to your leadership, to the members of Mind Academy, and to Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain as well. In the first year, reaching district is something phenomenal. And we have seen people, who have tried and day in and day out to reach that, but we're not successful. So this is something great that we have achieved. But then again, that's a responsibility. We should not be living on our old laurels. So we need to move forward. So now you have to be on your toes. You need to work. Reaching there is important, but that comes up with some added responsibility and added extra, efforts that we need to put in to ensure that we stays best always. And looking at that way, it's always freshness. It's always, that kind of energy which can take all of us forward. So it's not about doing different things. It's about doing the same thing or doing things in a different way that can bring in the freshness and energy. So I think this year we must be looking on, those strengths that we already have, and then see where we have, areas where we need to improve, and do it in a very freshness, way of different, aspect, bringing that freshness to the whole aspect of Toastmastering. And I think definitely that can take us forward. Not only as any club, people like to see freshness everywhere, innovative things, creative things that can bring in a lot of difference.
It's a wonderful, but before I get into the next aspect, without your mentorship and directions, I don't think so wherever we have reached wouldn't have been possible. So thanks to all those support and guidance which you have given us throughout this journey. And to me as an individual, as a mentor, you have taken me, only I can understand where I have traveled. Thank you, sir. Heartfelt thanks for all those, great directions which you have showed. Thank you, sir. And
indeed, my pleasure, Bala. This is what, these are the moments which we really feel happy and proud about who you are, actually. When we are able to do something good, when you're able to help people transform themselves, and those are the kind of things that we really feel proud about. Thanks for giving me this moment by taking Mind Academy Club in a grand way in its very first year itself.
Always our pleasure, sir. So I'm sure the next club officers who are going to take charge soon will be sure bringing those innovative ideas and creative means and ways to take the club from strength to strength, for sure, under the leadership of our Madam President-elect Vijita ma'am, ably supported by all the other club officers as well. So looking forward for your further directions as part of that club officers team. As an immediate past presidents, we'll be looking forward to your directions once again this year as well, sir. So thank you for your time and patience today evening, sir.
Thank you, Bala, for giving me this opportunity. And yes, coming to the new team, that itself is a freshness we have started with. In the second year we are coming up with a Jasmine team full of vibrant ladies who can take this club forward. So from Exicom itself, I think we have started that freshness element or the innovative element in place. And I think with the people around us who can really be great support for all of us, I'm sure that the next team under the astute leadership of Madam Toastmaster Vijita Murli and her team will definitely be able to take it forward from where you guys have left it. So wishing you all the very best as well as the next Exicom.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Bala, for taking Mind Academy to such greater heights.
Pleasure, sir, always.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So, ladies and gentlemen and Toastmasters, that was Mind Academy Toastmasters Club Leaders Corner Episode 2 with Founder Director of Mind Academy, Sri Murali Krishnan sir, and club sponsor of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. So, we will be coming back soon with many more episodes. Till then, take care, stay safe, see you around soon.
Thank you.